All right, thank you, candidates. Now our order will reverse as we enter Act 2, Command of Material. May we see the board? All right, Mr. Smith, you're going to be able to choose the first question.
I think I'm all right. Let's see what happens once Paul gets it up here. Damn the torpedoes, Pulse.
I beg your indulgence.
Should we skip to another section?
No. We're good. It'll take all 20 seconds to get this up.
Okay. All right, just to review, during this section, we're going to head, this is the Jeopardy round, and we have 3 categories for this one. Now, my mother's here with me tonight, and she said, well, are you going to phrase it in the form of an answer? So that they have to say the question, the answer is no. We're not going to do that. I probably should have talked to her before we wrote all these. But there's 3 sections. There's the bike, the bus, and the pedestrian section. And there's going to be 5 questions in each column, and you may choose from those. And I'll read them out loud.
Okay. That's 45 seconds.
Oh, yeah. And you have 45 seconds to respond. So, Mr. Smith?
I'll go with sidewalks for 10.
That's pedestrians. All right, you ready? Describe an Asheville intersection that is unsafe for pedestrians.
The intersection of Haywood and Patton Avenues in West Asheville is a good example of this. It's a 4-lane on Patton, and then there's this really strange light because Haywood ends and becomes Johnston on the other side, and it's one of the shortest lights in Asheville. If you're sitting there at that light, you're only going to get like 3 cars across before it's time for all this Patton stuff to happen again.
Ms. Manheimer?
How do we know if you can see the points?
Oh, was there a tip of the hat or was there a wag of the finger?
I heard a but I'm trying to get to use this from
Oh, yes, please. Please use your hat and finger. That's why we made them.
You don't actually.
Okay, I'll take bikes for 10.
If you had $10,000, which element of the bicycle master plan would you implement?
That's a tough one because $10,000 doesn't get you very far, and we already got our bike lockers downtown. So if there's a need for more bike lockers, I suppose we could spend it on that, but if we wanted more places to lock up our bikes when we came downtown, we might want to spend it on that.
All right.
I'm right.
Okay. Mr. Bothell?
Well, somebody walking by said you're right, though.
Okay. Help from the gallery. Mr. Bothell?
I gotta go back to the
Oh, sorry.
I'll take transit for 50.
Remember, these are all of equal difficulty.
Hit for 50.
Makes it more exciting. See, that worked well. We got a little reaction on that. All right, ready? Which component of the transit master plan do you think would be the most well received by transit riders?
More frequency on the major routes so that people don't miss a bus by an hour when they miss a bus.
All right.
Am I doing this right?
You've got it going on.
Yeah. All right. Mr. Jackson, your turn.
Let's keep it going with sidewalks for 20.
Okay. Beyond sidewalks, what other infrastructure does pedestrian traffic require?
Well, I feel we need better those lights at the intersections that allows you to cross the road. I believe we need better timing system to correlate with the lights and give us a little bit more time when we cross the street after the time is up before the light turns color.
All right. Dr. Montero goes to you.
Bus transit for 40.
All right.
Well, which one?
Bus for 40.
Bus for 40, okay.
Where is the bus stop closest to your house? And which routes would you take to reach your workplace?
I live up on Town Mountain, and it would be on Charlotte Street, and my work is on Charlotte Street, so I take a straight shot too.
Is that correct?
And which routes would you take? Oh. Do you know what bus route that would be? Okay. All right.
I know it comes. I know where the bus stop is.
Okay. Mr. Smith, it returns to you.
All right. I'll do cycling for 20.
All right. What recent road improvement failed to conform with the bicycle master plan, and how would you prevent such neglect in the future?
I'm guessing here, I'm going to go with traffic calming on Kimberly. Oh, and how would I prevent such neglect in the future? I think that one thing that needs to happen is we really need to coordinate the different groups that are working on transit here in the city. We've got some under Parks and Rec, and then there's other pieces in other departments. And it's going to be vital that those folks are talking to each other, because it's not just the cyclists that had difficulty with that. It was also the fire department and the transit system, and so it's created a number of problems. So we really need to use some coordination.
Okay. Ms. Manheimer?
Okay, I'll take bikes for 50.
All right. What is your ideal bike rack and why?
Okay, bike rack. Is not where you lock up your bike. This is the heart of your bike we're talking about. Whether I like shocks.
No, it's where you park your bike.
Okay. Well, I like the ones that go like this.
And why?
They're so simple and they're easy to use. When I was a college student, I just biked around with my U-lock on my back, and you could get your front wheel hooked in with the body of your bike.
Mr. Boswell?
Bikes for 30. I think that's left, isn't it?
Yep, 30 and 40.
Bikes for 30, okay.
Bikes for 30. Identify 3 physical components of the bicycle master plan.
Connecting bike routes through town so that people can actually plan bike routes. More bike lockers and more bike racks to lock bikes.
Mr. Jackson?
Let's go transit for 10.
All right. Which component of the transit master plan would contribute most to Asheville's economic development?
I believe the component of extending the hours and flexibility on the nights and weekends, and also Sunday service, because it would allow people to get to work and allow people to make and save more money to spend their tax dollars here in the city, so we can get that sales tax revenue.
You can use your, yes, the hat, tip of the hat as much as you want. The wag of the finger only once, and then you get a 30-second rebuttal. All right. And
Transit for 30.
transit for 30. Duke Ellington wrote "Take the A Train" about a subway line. If you were to compose an ode to an Asheville bus route, which would it be and why?
I'm a conservative Republican. We don't have the creativity. Let's move on.
Oh, wag of the finger! 30-second rebuttal.
Hills on wheels. Hills on wheels.
Oh.
You want to sing?
Let's hear it. Let's hear it first.
Which bus route and why?
Which
bus route and why would you compose Hills on Wheels?
Oh, I didn't know that had to be part of my rebuttal.
I
just had a title.
That's your rebuttal. That's true. Okay, fair enough. All right. So has he retired his finger?
Yeah.